15 mind-blowing psychology facts. If we're not in actual danger, fear may be a healthy emotion. While not everyone enjoys frightening movies, there are a few ideas as to why they do, with hormones being the biggest one. You get all the dopamine, endorphins, and adrenaline from a fight-or-flight reaction when you watch a scary movie or visit a haunted house, but your brain knows that you're not actually in danger, so you still get the natural high without taking risks. Catching a yawn might enhance our connection. If you're not sleepy, why do you yawn when someone else does? One of the most popular explanations why yawning is contagious is that it demonstrates empathy. Individuals who are less prone to yawn in response to others yawning include young persons with autism and toddlers who have not yet developed empathy. Our odds of success with Plan A are lower if we have a Plan B. It stings sometimes to be organized. In a set of tests conducted by researchers at the University of Pennsylvania, participants who considered a backup plan before beginning an activity performed worse than those who hadn't. Furthermore, they lost interest in trying again Plan A once they discovered they had other possibilities. The researchers emphasize that while planning ahead is a good thing, you may achieve more success if you leave your plans open-ended. It's simpler to recall beginnings and endings than middles. According to a research published in Frontiers of Human Neuroscience, when people are asked to recall items from a list, they are more likely to think of items from the beginning or the very end of the list. The center becomes confused, which may also contribute to the fact that you mostly recall your boss finishing her presentation rather than the middle. When food is prepared by someone else, it tastes better. Have you ever wondered why, even though you use the same ingredients, the sandwich from the takeout business down the street tastes better than your homemade version? According to a research that was written up in the journal Science, you spend so much time preparing a dinner that by the time you sit down to eat, it has become less interesting, which lowers your enjoyment. One bad thing must be outweighed by 5 positive ones. The negativity bias in our brains causes us to recall negative information more vividly than positive ones, which is why you can find yourself obsessing on a child's insult to your shoes at the bus stop rather than your coworker's compliment on your presentation. We require a minimum of a 5-to-1 ratio of good to negative in our lives in order to feel balanced. We feel tempted to break more rules when it looks overly strict. Reactance is a phenomena that psychologists have investigated. Reactance is the idea that when individuals feel as though some of their liberties are being taken away, they not only break that rule, but they break much more than they would have otherwise in an attempt to get back their freedom. This may be among the most insightful psychological truths available to explain why a youngster who isn't allowed to use his phone in class may discreetly send a text while chewing gum. We want to squeeze cute things for a purpose. Cuteness aggression is what it is called, and those who experience it don't actually want to hurt that gorgeous puppy. According to research that was published in Frontiers in Behavioral Neuroscience, a small amount of anger helps us counteract excessive levels of happy feelings, such as those we experience while staring at a really adorable cute puppy. We rather know that something awful is about to happen than not know what to expect. It's less stressful to know something bad is going to happen, like there's no way we'll make it to a job interview on time, than it is to be unsure of how things will turn out, like we could be on time after all, according to research published in the journal Nature. This is because our brain's predictive region, which accounts for both positive and negative outcomes, is most active when it is uncertain about what lies ahead. We'll endure that tension if pressing the gas would enable us to beat traffic rather than recognizing that we'll need to come up with a plausible explanation when, not if, we're running behind schedule. Unconsciously, we believe what we want to believe. Confirmation bias is the propensity for humans to interpret the data in a way that supports our already beliefs. Therefore, there's a significant possibility your father won't change his mind no matter how many facts you provide to him in an attempt to change his political views. It's one of those psychological realities that you simply have to come to terms with. Our brains like us better when we are lazy. Energy conservation makes sense from an evolutionary perspective. Even in times of scarcity, our ancestors had to be prepared for everything. Regretfully, that still applies to those who are watching their weight nowadays. According to a tiny research that was published in Current Biology, participants will naturally modify their stride to burn less calories when walking on a treadmill. Memories are not precise snapshots, rather, they are assembled pictures. False memories can happen to even the most well-remembered persons. The brain typically recalls the main events and then fills in the details, often incorrectly. This is why you can swear that your wife was at a party 6 years ago, even though she is convinced that she wasn't. Feeling lonely is bad for our health. Researchers discovered that a person's levels of the blood-clotting protein fibrinogen increase with decreasing friend count. It was so powerful that having 15 pals instead of 25 was as detrimental as smoking. You get fixated on something when you feel as though you're lacking in it. Researchers studying psychology have discovered that the brain is capable of perceiving scarcity, the sense that something essential is lacking. One research indicated that farmers are generally better planners when they have a healthy cash flow than when they are struggling financially. When money is tight, you may want additional prompts to remember to do duties or pay payments, since your mind may be too preoccupied to do so. Even with inanimate objects, we search for human faces. We've all seen comical faces that seem to be peering back at us from inanimate things, but most of us haven't really seen a rabbit on a cloud, or a cat's face on a leaf. Pareidolia is the term for this phenomenon, which experts believe arises from the fact that face recognition is so crucial to social interactions that our brains would prefer to discover a face in the absence of a genuine one than ignore one. Subscribe for more.